Now here's something you might not think is a problem. That is, unless it's happened to you. Now the injuries can range from mild pulled muscles to broken bone, spinal cord injury, and even death. Now what I'm talking about is something as simple as getting in and out of your vehicle in icy conditions. Now when you have freezing rain, hard-packed snow, and especially during springtime when the snow melts during the day and freezes at night and is still ice in the morning, well, it's really easy to get hurt. Let me tell you about a gentleman I treated as a paramedic several years ago. This gentleman was getting into his vehicle in icy conditions. His feet slipped out from under him and he landed very hard on his back. When we arrived with the ambulance, he was unable to move his legs. He was paralyzed. Fortunately for him, it wasn't permanent paralysis. His spinal cord has swelled up, and once the swelling went down, he regained use of his legs. So this was a very, very close call for this gentleman. Now let's take a look at how easy it is to get in trouble. Like notice I'm standing on ice and I'm standing on a hill, which even makes it more dangerous. Now if I'm not careful, I just might be tempted to open the door and step in the vehicle. This puts me in a very vulnerable position. I'm standing on one leg on ice and I'm only supporting myself by one hand. This can get me in trouble. Now let's take a look at some of the things that can happen. If my feet slipped out from under me this way, I could fall face first into here, banging my face against the sharp edge of the door. If I slipped out this way, I could end up on my back. I could end up cracking my head. I could twist and break my leg. There's a lot of things that could happen. So what can we do to help prevent a fall when we're getting in and out of a vehicle? First of all, realize that, hey, this is potentially dangerous. So don't think about where you're driving to or what you're going to do when you get there. Think about getting into the vehicle safely. Approach the vehicle slowly. We're walking on ice. Rushing on ice or any other time is going to get you in trouble. So once the door is open, I'm going to use 3 points of contact. That means I have a hand on the door, a hand over here, and I'm only lifting one leg up at a time, and I'm going to very carefully, and realizing this is icy, lower myself into the seat. I think the key words here is being careful. Now, getting out of a vehicle in icy conditions can be just as dangerous as getting in. So once again, I want to be very, very careful, realize the potential danger, put one hand on the steering wheel, one hand on the door, and very carefully, I'm watching where I'm stepping, and I gently ease myself out of the vehicle. But better yet, if you can, avoid parking on the ice. Try to park and drive pavement if it's at all possible. Now, quite often, I park my vehicle in front of my house. And if I'm going to be parking it in icy conditions, I always keep some sidewalk salt handy. And I will sprinkle it around the area where I'm going to be getting in and out. And that makes it a lot safer. I think a key point is, though, making sure this is available. Because the more available it is, the better chance we have of using it. So these few tips can help prevent you from getting hurt when you're getting in and out of your vehicle in icy conditions. I'm Martin Lesperance.